Greetings. There we go. Woo. Greetings and salutations. Welcome to the Outer Worlds. I'm looking over. Let us continue playing. From here, other fish stack consumables. Something or other. Okay.
Hands off the lady, all right?
Carry on.
Okay.
Bless my heart. A stranger come knocking on a poor old woman's door. You here for a particular reason? Or did the neighbors tell you how good my sugar cookies are? Made without a single natural ingredient, or an oven. Just like store-bought.
Yeah, we're here because of Phineas. Nope.
Those have been the height of illegality since Stellar Bay turned their noses up at the board. You and I could be thrown to the void just for discussing such a transaction. Lucky for us, Groundbreaker's a free port. We're outside of the board's control. For the time being, at least.
For as long as I
Now,
live.
I only have the one nav key. And they're hard to come by these days. It won't be cheap. If you find yourself lacking in the bits, I might have an opportunity you'd be interested in. Well, I find I'm in need of a ship captain with a little moral flexibility.
Yeah, sure. Good for that.
Might be this could help out the Groundbreaker, as well as earn some bits. But if you've got qualms...
Nope, no cons at all.
Do you know Edna, over in engineering? Sweet as a pea, that one. On occasion, she'll pass along transmissions I might find interesting. She sent me a recording of a distress signal she'd scraped from the Groundbreaker's comm array. Curious thing is, it came from an outpost called Roseway. And Auntie Cleo abandoned that place years ago.
Why was it abandoned?
Can't say I know for sure. Maybe it never really was.
Sounds like someone poking into somewhere they shouldn't be got into a spot of trouble.
Comm centers don't operate themselves, Captain. Someone had to have sent that distress call manually.
Those corps are cleverer than all get out. Might have been a ruse to keep the rest of the board from sniffing around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm in.
You've got an ear for intrigue and a nose for bits. I like that. Here's a copy of the SOS recording, complete with the coordinates. If you should find a secret worth selling, might be I could find a buyer.
Okay.
Corporate bigwigs will pay top bit for inside information on their competitors. The more we got the corps fighting each other, the less time they got to meddle in our affairs.
That sounds legit.
Don't forget to come find old Gladys when you're done.
Yeah, what else do you know
Might
about?
want to acquaint yourself with Junlei Tennyson, Groundbreaker's chief. She's been trying to get a handle on this heat problem we've got. You'll find her fretting in engineering. I'd say she's a sweet girl, but law forfend someone call me a liar. Yes, dearie? Take that darling ship of yours down to Roseway, where that distress signal I told you about came from, and ferret out some tasty corporate secrets for old Gladys. Shouldn't be too tough for a lass like you, I'd think. What do you want, then? My hard-earned wisdom?
Maybe.
Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me. Here, take a candy with you.
But okay. That's what I feared. Okay.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt.
Okay. Let's do some more exploring. Actually, there's no reason we should actually enter there.
Sorry about the heat. Chief Tennyson will get the radiators fixed soon. Of course, this heat sure makes a zero-G brew extra refreshing. It's an ale that's good for what ails you. Oh, and it's not the best choice, it's Spacer's choice. Taste the freedom. A lot of slogans to keep track of. Sometimes I forget. Heard of it? My orientation aetherwave showed that famous Saltuna cannery, which I'm sure smells as good as it looks.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. I hope they're gonna be okay.
That's a Spacer's choice beer. Take what you have, polish it up, and make the best of it. So, what can I get you? Some soap? Everyone loves soap. Everyone will love you for using it, too. I'm bound to satisfy headgear-related inquiries. Please send any complaints to our Consumer Care Headwear Division. Oh, I'm having a stellar day. Not just because I'm legally obligated to say so. Almost as stellar as Spacer's Choice is affordable. I can see all of the top quality merchandise in the Spacer's Choice catalog, which is available here at a reasonable price.
This is
Spacer's
good.
Choice regrets that we don't sell toothpaste at this time, but we're always working on delivering exciting new products to our customers. Sprat Wash, Mouthwash, and Mantafloss are among the exciting line of dental goods currently in development.
I love this rabbit hole.
On these deals, you'll find none like them on all of Groundbreaker, or anywhere in the Halcyon colony. Trouble sleeping? Try our Lunar Eclipse mix. That's 2 handfuls of pep pills washed down with a hearty swig of 2-hour energy brew. The blast will send you through the stratosphere, and the crash will knock you out cold, guaranteed. Add an additional 10% to your purchase today, and the proceeds will be donated to Spacer Cares, our premier corporate welfare program. At Spacer's Choice, we care about your health and emotional well-being. That's why we put Martin through 6 years of vendor school, only to make him wear this hat. Even if my contract didn't forbid it, I think it's part of me now. Now, are you ready to make Spacer's Choice Lunar Green Moonmouth lozenges a part of you? Lunar Green, the future is spearmint. You would never ask if you knew what it's like in here. I mean, why, anyone can be a Spacer's Choice Consumer Relations Choice Specialist. Just keep your nose clean and aim for the moon. Damn it. No slogan for that one. Look, this hat, my job, it may not seem like much to a brave space captain, but they're all that I have. If there are self-made purgatories, then we all have to live in them. Mine can be no worse than someone else's. Now, if we're done with the chit-chat, I hope you don't mind if I make the most of this short life and try to be the best moon person I can be. It's fine. I should be stronger than this. Thanks for taking an interest. Speaking of interest, can I interest you in some quality budget goods? At Spacer's Choice, we cut corners so you don't have to. Anything and everything. Whatever you want, we got it. And when you need a replacement, we got that too. Have a look.
Sell junk. Keep that one. That was...
I'm not going anywhere, you hear? You can't keep me out of there.
Please don't make a scene, Dr. Fenhill.
I am not making a scene.
Look around. Look at you.
I'm sorry. Am I causing a scene? See, Furu? We could have avoided all this unpleasantness if you just let me talk to Jesse in the first place. Let me get one thing straight. Jesse and I are not friends. I just owe her, okay? As for the rest, I'm trying to figure that out. All I know is that she's been here too long, and she's apparently not receiving visitors. Be my guest. If you know something I don't about dealing with hospital bureaucracy, I'll be impressed.
What seems to be the problem? If only my other patients had so many inquiring after them. I'll tell you what I've told the others. The records say Miss Doyle checked herself in and requested I admit no visitors. The requests of our patients are paramount, so no, you may not see her. She's not my patient. I'm certain no one on my staff would falsify patient records, if that's what you're implying. Not without dispensation from Chief Junlei, I fear. Supplies are hard to come by out here. We don't have the ability to manufacture our own medical supplies here on Groundbreaker. Regrettably, we are dependent on the board for such mundane items as bandages and antibiotics, as well as more critical resources like adequately trained staff. We'd nearly signed a supply agreement with Anti-Cleos, but they demanded we only use their branded drugs, and that's simply not tenable.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Take care.
How can I sneak in?
Can't say I've seen you before. I take it you're a freighter, Captain? If you're here to better yourself, you'll have to wait. We're having a spot of trouble with our delivery service.
What's going on?
I'm expecting our delivery fellow to stop through with medical supplies and service auto mechanicals. Name's Captain Irion. A brave idiot with a penchant for getting himself delayed. Sometimes by dates, usually by bandits. Surgery mostly. Medical personnel are difficult to come by on Groundbreaker.
Greetings and salutations, Tor. Welcome to the stream. Alright. Yeah, what's that?
The board won't let their doctors and nurses station here, and they own all the medical schools. If we can't hire their people, we can't hire anyone. Everyone on staff here on Groundbreaker was trained by me or Idris. We're good, don't get me wrong. But we've only 2 heads between us, and we don't know everything. I'd be grateful if you'd spare the time. We need his delivery soon as yesterday. Last he told me, he was taking a shortcut by Scylla, an asteroid in the Charybdis cluster. That's where I'd start, were I the adventuring type. You look out, though. The place is probably crawling with outlaws.
Ah!
Keep hanging around and I'll begin to think you're here for me.
Yeah.
What can I do for you? You have yourself a day, then.
Okay. Know someone who knows someone who had it. Yeah. Okay, before we do something like this,
You the new hire? Nice to meet you.
You ever wonder if maybe folks keep doors closed for a reason?
okay. Stealth? We're working on anything up here now. Okay, ah. Okay. Alright, apply that.
For the last rat's on rotten time, leave me in peace! You hull-headed quacks do know that restful recuperation requires not being disturbed, don't you? What? Why? Everything's fine. We're all fine here. No need for her to be worrying her pretty little head about me. I'm just terrible, dreadful sick is all. Got a cough that won't quit and sores all over my body. Highly, lethally contagious. But I'll be fine, so long as I'm left alone. Criminy. She really ain't gonna drop this, is she? Alright, okay. We can discuss this like the level-headed folk that we are. Seems I've gotta do something before Ellie goes jabbering my business to anyone with one ear and an intent to listen.
I actually thought she was gonna be dead.
The truth is, I'm not sick.
but if you repeat what I'm about to tell you to anyone, I will deny it with my dying breath. You, ain't with the board, are you? See, I owe them a lot. I might have missed a payment or two, and the other night I swear someone was following me back to my room. So I hold up here to lay low.
Did you get in trouble?
What? No, I didn't do anything. I'm a law-abiding denizen of this ship, I swear. You'd let a poor, ill woman get disappeared by the board? Awfully cold-blooded of you. Though I admire your backbone.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'll fess this part up too, if it means you'll help me. I'm a thief. I specialize in particularly high-end and historically valuable items.
Sounds like my alley.
3 weeks back, I caught rumor that the blood-tier diamond, last worn by an heiress on the Lost Hope, had surfaced for the first time in 70 years. If I had, you think I'd be hiding out in the Med Bay? I was gonna steal it, lined up Udom as my buyer. He paid half up front to finance the operation. Let's just say things went sideways about the time I got my hands on the diamond, and it crumbled to stardust in my palm. Anywho, I barely made it out with my life, and nary a plan to make back Udom's deposit I'd spent. Udom Bedford's the board guy on the station. He'd know how I stand with them. If you can square things for me, I'd owe you one even bigger than Ellie owes me.
Here, I'll talk to Udom.
Thanks for helping me with the board. You're a real pal. Or I guess I should say, Ellie is one, huh?
Mm-hmm. I steal that? Nope. Okay.
What do you think you're doing?
Keep your hands to yourself.
Ha 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 ha! We made it through.
Any word on Jessie? Let's just say she did me a favor, and now I owe her. So, did you find her, or what? Good luck. The board's got an office on the Promenade just before engineering. You can't miss it. I'd go with you to see the board's rep, but I'm not great with soft skills.
Alright, thank you. Waste disposal. Okay.
I was wondering what they do with their waste. I guess they just chuck it down here. Where's it all go? How about I stay up top? You know, keep watch. Okay?
Yeah, you can do that. We found a frozen dinner. I would never eat that in 1,000 years. Then why are you here, Pravati, if you're this scared? Door. Okay. Hoping something good up here.
I'm not winded. Honest. My, boot was untied.
Would hate for you to get left behind, or architect forbid, become lost. Someone there? Help! I'm locked in here. Can you get me out? Incoming.
Okay.
Your footsteps. Don't just leave me here.
Yeah, this is interesting. Damn it. Oops, point. I wonder if we just went to a spot that we just didn't really need to be right now.
Is anyone there? I can hear footsteps. Don't just leave me here. Thank you, stranger. Shit, ain't that a relief? You have no idea how good the air on Groundbreaker smells until you've been trapped in a tiny bathroom with an overflowing toilet. Thanks again, friend.
What happened?
What usually happens on this partially pressurized rust bucket? Something broke. Well, actually, two things broke. First, the damn toilet overflowed. When I came to clean that up, the damn door decided to close and lock on me. Time stood still. I was aware of nothing but the smell. Ugh, could have been days. Ah, shit. That means I haven't clocked out in days. Song is gonna have my ass for wage theft.
Yeah, what are you gonna do for me?
You're gonna shake me down after I was trapped in a shit-covered bathroom? Is that how it is?
Alright. I'm not the person to lock the door again. Yeah, I want fame. I want good reputation on this. So that's what we're going for.
That all? Of course. Everyone on the ship's gonna hear about this. Hell, it's the only chance I've got to keep my job.
I doubt he'd give us, you know, like a ton of things. Dear God, look at that. Poor guy. Ah!
My dad taught me some French, you know? Stuff about omelets and, fromage. I could take a look at that journal.
By all means. I would be astounded, yet astronomically in your debt.
Oh, yeah, there's nothing at all about eggs and cheese in here. Sorry.
Very helpful. Thank you.
Where are we? Yeah, I stood on it. Yeah. I'm trying to play this character as more of a charismatic, low-level hero, in a way. Not like an actual hero. Like hero by circumstance. What? Okay. Invisible wall. Okay, move that so I can actually see what you're typing.
This is the simple truth. We are all molecular machines. The body is a collection of atoms. The mind is the consequence of chemical reactions. Therefore, our lives are predestined along a path that is only visible in retrospect. Life is fated and unstoppable.
I want into this. We need 30. What is that? Okay.
It just me, or has it been deader than usual around here?
Chief wants to reduce.
All right.
You know that sound when you've snapped on an injector clip? That's how you know your weapon loves you back. I got a full line of weapon modifications I'd be happy to show you. Why, it gets you the weapon best suited for your lifestyle.
All the better for performing a little percussive maintenance.
Self-improvement, including one's weapons, is always a worthy endeavor.
Take your basic Deadeye assault rifle. Perfectly serviceable. But what if you like finesse? Slap a scope and silencer on that bad boy. Bunker down in a bush someplace and pop off heads. What if you like getting in close and making a lot of noise? Extended ammo magazine and a barrel heatsink to bump up rate of fire. No and yes. When you install something, it pops in there real nice, but if you want to replace it, the originals tend to snap like plastic toys.
Doesn't void the warranty.
Sorry, hon. Here at Bell's Shells, we just don't discuss impolite topics, and WARRANTIES tops the list. Only takes a bit of elbow grease and a spot of engineering know-how. Most ships have a workbench near the cargo hold. Ours is in engineering. You could take your new toys over there if you feel like tinkering.
Why isn't there one here?
Right here for a start. I got a fair selection. Modified weapons are my specialty.
No.
So, what can I get you?
Sell junk. You only have weapon parts. Yeah, you can have that thing I found in the dump. Welcome. The lost taupe, okay.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Do you have what it takes to defend your corporate township from the dangers of alien
Mardut,
wildlife
freighter
and the
crew.
unemployed?
Mardut.
Talk to your local manager about applying for military training and lend your life to protecting our wonderful brands and products. Military service does not guarantee full employment rights, tax breaks, military discount, health benefits, military burial, participation medal, training.
Oh, heavy ammo in the toilets. Sorry, my fault.
Who wants to play an impromptu tossball match? No one? Really?
Need directions? Try an engineer. Groundbreaker is a bit of a maze.
That's a 60. Okay. Server, and you have a name. Okay.
Seeking relief from the heat? Till June Lay gets those radiators fixed, I've got the next best thing. The radiators, they're fucked 10 ways to Sunday. And we're all sweating buckets wondering when the powers that be are gonna get around to fixing it. Couldn't say, and I wouldn't be pouring drinks professionally if I could. All I know is we're cooking in our own juices here, and it's only gonna get worse. Engineering. Chief Junlei Tennyson, to be precise. She runs this heap. Best she can, anyway. Don't know what's got her dragging her heels, but I wish she'd hurry it up. They're supposed to gather up all the heat the systems generate and vent it into space. Instead of the heat going where it ought, though, it seems to be blowing straight down the promenade. Weeks? I lost track. Too law-damn long.
Yeah, maybe I can do something about that.
That's not for me to say. But if you're feeling the urge toward helpfulness, you can find Chief Junlei in engineering.
Okay.
There's nobody who knows more about the station's guts. Any system you could name, June's crawled around inside and made it better. She doesn't come around here often, though. Don't see her as much of a drinker. Too straight-laced for that. I hear tell some folk down in the townships are getting offered early retirement. Who'd think of such a thing? What would you do with all the time?
That is a problem with early retirement. What do you do with all that time? Alright, what do you have?
What ain't I got?
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the fall.
Interrupt the advertisement for a story. Whew. Okay. We've gone all around here. Aha, second level.
CNP Borston Baked Beans. When you need to eat and run, Borston Baked Beans is the only one.
Alright, what can you tell me? Public notices. Heat. Bad. Enjoy water rations. Do not delete. Yeah. Next spacer caught drinking the stairs behind the cells from the root side of an airlock. This is the third time I had to post this message, and I'm sick and tired of it. Punch you accordingly. Callahan is signed in. Okay. A hat. Major space choice inside employment contract. All right. Hi, Mom. Okay. Food situation. Smelly meat, lots of salt, and 11 kinds of mustard. Pounded chips by the board. Pay your damn fees. Rare long hauls back to Earth. This notice is pasted 56 times in 632 days. Oh, poor guy. There 20 years since the last meetup. So, gang back together. Stay free freelancers. Years out, 2 years back. 1 hour turned to 5, then days. About a week. No, one of us got paid. Back from Jensen. Various rights. Oh. Okay. Someone deleted that. That's interesting.
Go back to Byzantium, you gold-plated bastards.
Yeah, no one wants you on Groundbreaker.
These stairs are board property. Disperse now, or I'll detain you for trespassing.
Have you seen this man?
Oh,
Reward
real
offered
scary.
for information
You're
leading
really
to the
gonna
capture
arrest
of
him?
noted terrorist Phineas Wells. Report any sightings to your local board embassy.
Oh, anti-Chloe's.
Artie greeting, potential
Customer.
Welcome to Auntie's Kitchen, a home-style consumable protein dispensary. May this unit dispense proteins for your ingestion. This unit is programmed to simulate shock at such assertions. Shock simulation non-functional. A trouble ticket has been filed. Shock simulation restored. Initiating shocked subroutine. How dare you? Shocked subroutine complete. Estimated hit level of customer increased by 35%. Resuming protein dispensation protocol. May this unit dispense proteins for your ingestion.
Here we go.
Beginning dispensing sequence. Please unblock all relevant facial protein ingestion tubes.
Oh, I got a 20% discount? Cool. Greater crew. I discovered the Promenade after all this. Okay. Yeah. I don't know what you... This is something I can open. Okay, cool. The Armory. Ike's Armory.
You look like someone who's taken their share of cuts and bruises. Need some armor? Maybe it's a bit secondhand, but that's only a testament to its durability. We also have a line of specialized melee weapons, for those times you have to repel boarders but don't want to risk a bullet through the hull. Not me, but it's in my blood. After the crossing, my family worked Eridanos, indentured to the corporations. I was born into corporate labor, but I'm the first one of my family to buy my way out. That's why I settled on Groundbreaker. It's the last bastion of freedom. Everything I sell is fresh from the forge. Technically, the metal formed billions of years ago, but it's freshly in this shape.
I like your spunk. I don't know why I buy that stuff in the first. But ah,
The pirate ship? I don't go in for docu-serials.
the blight.
The bounty
Okay.
hunter who's been after them, Fuller, she had an ambush set up on Hephaestus. The pirates came in to dump a bunch of loot on some broker they work with.
Whose loyalty did Fuller buy to spring the ambush? Very adventure serial. They catch the pirates?
No, they blew the fucking dock up, punched a hole in the ceiling and got blasted out into space. One of the camera crews got smashed by debris. Fuller damn near lost a leg.
Good law. You couldn't pay me enough to take bounty hunting work.
Okay.
If you're hungry, you've come to the right place. I've got a fresh ground batch of spratwurst cooking. They're terra-fried to lock in the juices. How about a grinder's dozen?
A grinder's dozen.
You know what sprats are? Space rats. The laboratories of Spacer's Choice found a use for this limitless frontier resource. Sprat meat is plenty tasty when properly prepared. We grind them up in sausages, then terra-fry them in their own juices.
What does terra-fry mean?
Terra-frying is a Spacer's Choice brand secret. A mix of 13 herbs and spices, plus a dash of modern chemistry.
Chemistry. Okay.
Absolutely not. Spratwurst and all related terms are registered trademarks of Spacer's Choice. Boar, the other meat, is a registered trademark of C&P. Everyone knows our company and theirs are nothing alike.
Nothing alike.
Legally? No. The terra-frying method was developed and marketed by Spacer's Choice. Between you, me, and this grinder, I've been through lean times. If there's one thing you learn on tramp freighters, it's how to make near anything edible. Might be that this old space hand put a few words in the right ears, and could be that Spacer's Choice liked sticking it to C&P by R&Ding our own special meat.
Ah, that's nice. Okay.
Just as well. Near about time for me to go check on the trap. I mean, to unload another crate of farm-fresh sprats. Long as you don't mind me grinding spratwurst while we talk. Little things don't make themselves chewy. At least not yet. I'm sure modern science will find a way.
Okay.
Just as well. Near about time for me to go check on the trap. I mean, to unload another crate of farm-fresh sprats.
You got
fresh from the grinder, any hour.
From the grinder. Okay. Okay. That's where the game wants me to go.
This is Halcyon.
And an old Yakita 3.7? You think they'd let me peek at the power plant?
Tossball finals are scheduled to air soon, but a scandal has rocked the league and thrown this pivotal
Good
game
law,
into
the heat in
question.
here is so unbearable I can hardly even
Both
concentrate.
teams have tested negative for
Junlei better hurry up
performance-enhancing
with those damn
stimulants.
repairs
A
already.
tossball first.
Good law, the heat
Okay.
in here
Coaches
is
and
so
referees are
unbearable.
debating how
More machinery. Must be housed on a sublevel.
I could spend all day in here and not have looked at half the best stuff. It's all pretty worn, though.
A modern wrench in you. Oh. Dang 30. Daily checklist. Brush teeth. State of the Bay. Martin Callahan. Same mass. Mag Chef arrived with company 10. Rat investigations getting out of hand. Messages. Accusations from brothers. My throat first. Any for what? Build over hand. 6 degree hours. Radio parts again. Targeted donation. Let the frog boil water. Okay. Let's look around here before we talk to her. Aha, I found a workbench. Yes. Success.
Where the hell have you been, Private? You've missed 3 shifts without notice.
I was fixing that toilet you sent me to repair. The one above the Lost Hope.
That was days ago.
The fucking door. It locked behind me. And it wasn't until this freighter captain found me that I...
You're lucky the chief would have my ass if I spaced you. Now get back to work, Private.
Right away, sir.
Oh, how are you doing?
Suppose it's time to reevaluate my career goals.
Sure.
Watch out something doesn't explode in your face.
Okay. Stuff! There's stuff down there. Okay. Ah, Junlin. Jun.
This is Halcyon News. We
Person.
interrupt your regularly scheduled.
Junlei Tennyson. I'm captain around here, but chief to my friends. Hope you don't mind the formal introduction. Groundbreaker doesn't see many visitors.
Yeah.
No, it isn't. It's a mess. But it's my mess, so I'll take the compliment. Just so we understand each other, I'm the final word on the ship. The Mardits, the crew, the engineers, their family. I hope there won't be any problems while you're visiting.
Nope, no problems at all. Okay. You wouldn't really... Yeah.
Ain't that always the way? So what brings you to Groundbreaker? I'm curious, even though 9 times out of 10 the answer's just passing through.
Bound for Monarch. Would I say that? Am I passing through or am I bound for Monarch? I wouldn't tell her none of my business. Yeah, we like to tell stories. So we're gonna go for Monarch.
Interesting. The powers that be paint an ugly picture of Monarch. Critters and such. Maybe someone in the Promenade can get you the right weapon for the job.
Sure.
We see a lot of the same faces coming and going. Most of them board spies and corporate sprats. Makes it hard to trust outsiders. You seem different, so welcome aboard.
Yeah, you're having a heat problem. What's going on?
Groundbreaker's radiators need replacement parts. They're dumping superheated air into my ship.
Yeah, staff should be able to see ahead.
My engineers have managed to keep the heat to livable levels, but all the fixes are temporary. This wound is bound to fester.
Mm-hmm.
Only the board has access to new parts, and I won't let them swindle me into a corner. They want us to sweat, thinking that'll soften me up for a bad faith deal. If you'll excuse me, they can go fuck themselves.
I agree.
The board isn't helping and my resources are spread thin. If I don't get those radiators back online, Groundbreaker, everyone aboard, will be cooked alive.
I would actually say that.
Reasonable, huh? That's the best news I've heard all day. According to my grandmother's old schematics, the parts we need should be in the back bays.
Yeah, I'll take care of it.
Hold on. There's something you should know before you go charging off. The back bays are on a lower deck, long abandoned and a haven for miscreants now.
Have you set? Yeah, have you started to get anyone?
I have. One of my engineers, plus a small security detail. They didn't come back.
Okay.
I can't afford to lose any Mardits on this job. No offense, but a freelancer like you is more dispensable.
Sure. Flash a rude gesture with both hands. Yeah, none taken.
Nice and pragmatic. Thanks for understanding.
Yeah, we'll just get those
Good.
parts.
Once you've obtained the parts, we can proceed to the next phase of repairs. This whole deck smells like ass. Only gonna get worse if I don't get those radiators fixed. Frustrating. Everything down to the circuit boards is past warranty, so I have the pleasure of making life or death decisions on a shoestring budget. Plus, there's no time to train my successor or document fixes in a way that anyone outside the family would understand.
Family business.
Sure is. The Tennysons came over on the Groundbreaker. My grandmother, Chief Gang, kept it together during the crossing and until she died. I was promoted only recently, when my mom died. Then I took the leap from chief engineer to captain.
They must have been amazing people to have taught you all you know, I mean, which is a lot.
That means a lot coming from a fellow engineer. Appreciate it. There wasn't much that took me by surprise about the job, but the little things you never expect or think about, they add up over time.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you can see why I'm protective of Groundbreaker. This ship is family. It's got tinkerings and bypasses that only Tennysons know about. You've got my attention.
What? I didn't think you just...
Parvati.
That's a lot of experience.
That's a lovely name. What can I do for you?
I was just thinking, I haven't got much experience working with actual, real spaceships, Miss Junlei. Chief Junlei.
Junlei is fine.
I would nudge her.
Okay. Since you run a whole space station, I was wondering if, well, maybe you could teach me some things. I could message you later, maybe?
I'd be happy to make the time, Parvati. You can ask me anything.
Wow, great. I'll do that then. Messages. Later. Oh, your name's pretty too. I should have said sorry. I like it. Honest. Sorry. Couldn't have done it without your moral support, Captain.
Now, if there's nothing else, there are other parts of the ship begging for my attention. Frustrating.
Okay.
Everything down to the circuit boards is past warranty, so I have the pleasure of making life or death decisions on a shoestring budget. Plus, there's no time to train my successor or document fixes in a way that anyone outside the family would understand.
Oh, gosh. I don't know. I'm really just a dab hand with a wrench. Nothing special. Not like a chief engineer.
Don't sell yourself short. It doesn't take a seasoned pro to tinker on Groundbreaker. Just someone who knows how a ship ought to feel. We're always thirsting for help. If you could find your way around this labyrinth of ducts and panels, we could work something out. You've got my attention.
Okay, that's pretty much it. Do we ask about the board?
You're right, I don't. The board is after two things, bits and power, and they only get it by sticking their nose where it doesn't belong. I placate them when I have something to offer, but I can also be a real hard-ass. It'd be a joy if I could kick out the corporate merchants and reclaim the docking fees in my lifetime. Too much of Groundbreaker's income is flowing in the wrong direction. I'd like to see that change.
Mm-hmm.
You've got my attention.
Alright, that's it.
This is Halcyon News.
We're gonna ignore him. Is there a way around this place?